Well, once again, it's time, my friends, for another meet and greet. We're Southern Fried and nationwide, so hang on to your seat. Look around, here's what I found. I guess you'll never know what you'll see on the Southern Fried Podcast Show. Yeehaw!
Whoa, I'm behind the draw there. Good morning, Southern Fried Podcast fans and all you people out there in Cornbread Nation. We love our breadheads. Good Monday morning. Good morning, Dave. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm over here on the Instagram side. I was trying to do something and about messed it up, but I got it going.
That's all
Hit the
right.
wrong button. And they have on
Mm.
their chat box a button that does not, it's not to be hit, but it looks like it's supposed to be when you post. And you have to watch that. It's most annoying. And so when you do that, it kind of locks things up for us anyway. But I'm back in. It has the word post and it has this little arrow. And I always want to hit that arrow and I have to watch that. So I was fixing that. But good morning. Happy Monday, you breadheads, Cornbread Nation. Don't forget the debut of Cornbread Nation, January 2025. I'm really excited, Rob. I can't wait. We
Oh,
got we got new things. You got new things. You got, well, it's not a new studio, but it's a redesigned
well,
studio.
yeah.
Got all kinds
Here.
of stuff going on behind him there. Is that a thing to call you the supper time there on the wall? It
Yeah,
looks
that's
like
a,
one
that's a
of
dinner bell. It's not the,
yeah,
you know,
it looks like a dinner bell. I couldn't
that's
quite
exactly
make it
what it
out.
is.
Well, I never miss supper time.
Nope, nope,
When
nope,
mom,
nope. We don't miss
when
no meal times around
when
here,
Mama
y'all.
stepped out, I didn't have a dinner bell, but I had her voice calling me in for dinner,
Oh,
and
my
she did.
grandmother, I used to get down on the creek and get far enough away from the house I couldn't hear the car horn. So they put up on that big metal, pull the string bells like an old school bell or whatever. I couldn't get far enough down the creek not to hear that. Oh,
Absolutely. Well, they didn't have to call me twice,
mm.
and I'd
They
eat.
had to call
I,
me twice. I was fishing. I was fishing, by golly.
well, they had to call me twice to eat, but then I was eating fast and then right back out the door. They had to beat us in with a stick.
Well, the thing is, when I got back from fishing, I had to clean fish. So, hey, I'm going to do a shout out this morning. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
We're going to Elephant Butte, New Mexico. They got a big,
Awesome.
beautiful lake there. Got full of got a good fishing. Uh, Population is 1,443. Live in Elephant Butte, New Mexico. Now, is that Butte or Butte? It's Butte. I'm gonna say it's Butte, but it would be more fun if it was Butte. Could be wrong.
Well, from South Georgia, it could be anything, or even North Georgia. We mispronounce stuff all the time, and
Well,
it's
we
okay.
can we go French on it and say Butte?
Butte.
If there's anybody out there that knows about Elephant Butte or Elephant Butte or Elephant Butte, would you please get back with us on a proper pronouncement of the name? Uh, we would appreciate it. Yeah, at the time that this lake was built or was made, it was the largest lake in the world, man-made. So, but that's been a few years ago. So, yeah, Elephant Butte, New Mexico.
Some beautiful things out that way. I mean, it's beautiful scenery.
Oh yeah,
Hot,
it's
hot
beautiful
and
looking.
cold. I mean, you talk about the desert, but
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful things. So yeah, did you say how they got their name? I was
Because there's a big old butte out there. Let me see if I can blow this up. I'm trying to. They've got some good pictures of it. Let me just see if I can share it, and we'll see what it looks like there.
yeah. We need to
Uh,
see a picture.
yeah, we do need to see a picture, but I can't find a real good picture here. Let's see here.
Yeah, sometimes that's the challenge.
You see that?
I can see that.
There's the elephant butte there, I guess, or different angles on it. You can see all the way around it. It's beautiful area. The lake's surrounded by just sandy desert, looks like, and all of a sudden you got this big old area of lake, and it's beautiful. I think.
I
Look
like
at that.
it.
You see that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Said to have a lot of striper and crappie and largemouth bass fish in there. Might be worth checking out. Looks like it'd be worth checking out. So, but yeah, Elephant Butte, New Mexico. Salute. Yeah. All right. So, let's hit the weather real quick. Down here in South Georgia today, we got some rain in the area. About 80% chance of rain this morning. We got about a 90% tomorrow and a chance of a thunderstorm. And then going into Wednesday morning, we're still sitting on some rain. But the high today is supposed to be 70, low 63. Tomorrow 76 and 54. And Wednesday, 60 and 35. Whew. All right. Now I got to get over to Chattanooga.
Rain.
Chattanooga weather, huh?
It's gonna be rain.
Yeah, y'all got rain this morning. Ooh.
And wherever you're watching from today, we hope you have good weather, whether that's inside the United States, outside the United States. We have people listening from all over the world and the nation and
Yeah.
Canada. God bless you, Canadians up there. Hold your line up there. They're trying to take your weapons and all. We understand. But we hope you
Well,
have.
today, this morning, you're looking at rain,
Yeah, it's rain.
62 and 55. What in the world? Y'all are plumb nice up there. Tomorrow, mild with occasional drizzle and rain, 68 and 38. And Wednesday, well, we're still going to be fighting a little bit of rain down here Wednesday morning. Y'all are going to be sunny to partly cloudy, but cooler with 46 and 27. Ugh.
And good
Ugh.
morning to you. We have a shout out this morning. Let me get this pulled up. Let me cross that over into the stream. So we appreciate you hollering at us. And I would say your weather is probably a lot warmer than ours. So we appreciate you giving us a shout out this morning. Good morning, Tijuana, Baja, California. Did I say
Good
that right?
morning, Callie.
Good morning, Cali. And it is a good morning. You're 3 hours behind us. So very early in the AM.
Oh,
So
my
we
goodness.
appreciate you being here. Blessings to you. And we appreciate you being on the Southern Fried podcast and all of you that are in there from Instagram or wherever you're viewing from. God bless you this morning. We do hope that you're having good weather. It may be snowy. It's okay, but you've got blessings of God and it'll be okay. But we have been pretty cold here, but I'm glad to see a little warming even with the rain. But yeah. Also, let me remind in the Chattanooga area the food bank. Let me not forget that their Christmas
Yes.
share-a-thon is ongoing. Local Food City and Walmart's. They have boxes there, and you can place food, buy food while you're in there, and place some in there. Help some folks out. The need is great all across the nation, and it's hard to believe, Rob, that in America people go hungry, but it's true, and it's
Yeah.
getting worse. And so help them out. This is their biggest fundraiser, food drive that they have throughout the year. And I noticed people are giving. One person gave from Atlanta popped up on my phone as I was in their donation area. I'll make a donation as well, and they'll take that money and they'll maximize it through their buying power to buy from vendors and get the most that they can. So they're not only getting donations of food, they use money and then buy in bulk as well. And
Right.
the Chattanooga Food Bank supports over 20 counties in the area. So God bless all the cooperatives and food banks across the country and all the work that you do. The food pantries in churches and organizations. Um, if it wasn't for you this morning and being the hands and feet of Jesus, there's a lot of people that wouldn't have not only food, Rob, but the things that they need maybe to wash clothes or whatever it is, so that they can maybe get to work or whatever it is. And yes, there are people that are like that. Let me also give a shout out this morning before we move on to communities and schools. I have seen firsthand the work that they do in working in our local county in the high school, and these kids that don't even have a way to wash clothes sometimes, and they're washing clothes at school. and even taking a shower. And I want to appreciate my company and give them a shout out, Shaw Industries, for the donation that they made to my alma mater, my local high school, LFO, Lakeview Fullthorpe High School. Thank you so much for that. That really touched my heart. And one of our facilities did that, Plant RP, giving food into their food pantry. And I've seen firsthand how this is being used. Communities and schools, great thing. There's a lot of great, America's filled with wonderful people. It really is, more good than bad. It's just we see a lot of the bad. And we're going to talk about, Rob, possible injustices in America. And that's troubling, and I know you want
Yeah.
to touch on that this morning as well. But appreciate all those folks. Rob, by the way, real quick before we move on to things that you're probably going to get my blood pressure up. It's okay. I need a feel good thing before you do that.
Okay.
I got to have feel good before you make the
Well, you want me to
blood.
make you feel good before we talk about the other?
Well, I'm going to give. I want to let me do that. Then you give me another one. So that's like a double dose. I get like both arms.
Okay.
I get like a feel good dose before you go to things that's going to make me mad. But I don't know. I sent you the link. I want to say, and he's probably not in this morning. But our friend Steve, his latest video, and we appreciate the shout out that Steve gave us at Half Pine Forge in his video. That was a fun video, and he actually took a question that we had on the program when he was on, and he took that and he said, he made a video out of it, and he said, I realized I've never done one from that perspective. If you wanted to be a blacksmith and you were trying to do it on the cheap, and that was a good video, but he gave us a shout out, and I appreciate that. Wasn't expecting it. It shocked me. I just went in to watch his video. Thank you, Steve. If you see this video, we appreciate your friendship.
Salute.
I like his videos, man. He's very good at what he does, and
Yeah.
humor. So Half Pine Forge on Rumble Channel for sure. I know he's there. If you like to watch blacksmithing, and he's got a store, and you can order from him. And we may throw a card up for him later. But I appreciate the shout out. That was fun. Kind of our way to be on his show. We appreciate
Yeah.
that. All right, Rob, what's your feel good?
All right. You know what my feel good is, I hope. We had the best SEC championship game that we've had in a while this weekend. Oh my goodness, what a wild game.
Yeah, it was.
And
Definitely.
the good guys wound up on top, them old dirty dogs. So the Georgia Bulldogs win 22-19 in the first ever overtime in an SEC championship game.
Shout out to the dogs. Texas, salute to you. You played a good,
Hey,
hard
that was
game.
a clean game, man.
I couldn't have complained if you'd won. I know you complained about the
Yeah.
officiating. I think we all get frustrated sometimes, but those kids played a good, clean, hard nosed. You well represented yourself in SEC football.
Yeah.
These SEC fans that think that you don't belong, they need to be quiet, because you brought the wood, and our quarterback is feeling that this morning. I may not like the way that shoulder hit his head, but you brought old man. As you know, remember back when Missouri called Georgia old man football? You better believe that's old
Yeah.
man football right there. Shout out
When
to
they when they initially called targeted on that, I went, oh crap. And they went back and they fixed that, because that was not targeting. That was
it
just
was a
a
hard fought game. Could
squabber
have been either
knocking. Yeah.
way.
And I'm going to tell you
Georgia
something.
gutted it out, man. Hunker down, you hairy dogs.
He got up right after that, and I was like, oh, gutsy hit, gutsy get up. I mean, it was, leave it alone.
Yeah,
There
one
was
last
no
thing on
targeting.
the playoffs. Did you see the matchups that are coming and the brackets, and who got left out?
I saw who got left out.
Boy, they're not happy this morning.
No, they're
And
not.
who's
Bama
ahead
is
of them?
not
And
happy.
I told you that SMU was back, and they got in. But
Yeah.
sorry, Todd fans. I
Yeah.
was really shocked. I got to be honest with you. I thought that Alabama would probably make it in. They did not. Arizona State, SMU, Texas again, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Great matchup. Tennessee against Ohio State. Wow, what a matchup. Of course, Dogs have a bye because they won their conference. But Oregon, you know what? They're rolling along. Let's see what happens
Yeah.
here. But there's some good matchups in this thing. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. Yeah,
All right.
that was a feel good. Okay, blood pressure time. Do you check? Do like Jackie
You ready?
Gleason. I got to calm down.
Oh, are you ready?
I'm ready as I'm ever going to be, because I'm already fired up
I'm going to go
about
off on a little tirade here this morning. Uh, okay. We've mentioned it several times, and we're going to continue to mention it probably as long as this thing goes on because we're sick of these people up in New York, Alvin Bragg. All right. I'm going to throw this out there, and this whole thing with Daniel Penny is a miscarriage of justice. This thing should have never been brought out. It should have never been politicized and turned into something that it's not. Um, the whole thing is to set up just to find anything in the world that you could possibly find him guilty of. And they're trying to strong arm a verdict. All right. Oh, well, we can't get him on manslaughter. We've got a hung jury. Well, they had this secondary charge sitting out there that can get him up to 4 years. And they're like, well, we'll just tack this on there. But the judge wouldn't even let them rule on the second verdict at first until they found a guilty verdict on the first one. Then he went back and he changed his mind. Okay, well, we're just going to throw the first one out. Now y'all can go on the first, but they didn't ever find a guilty verdict on the first one, and now they're going to let them do on the second. Okay, if in this country, if someone's in trouble or someone's getting hurt or you're threatened, you have the right to defend yourself. You have the right to defend others around you from being hurt. He's stripping that away from New Yorkers. And New Yorkers are known for taking care of their own. But let's go ahead. Let's just make it to where it's a crime for you to help your fellow man. All right. Now, I'm going to throw this out there. If it was reversed, all right, and Alvin Bragg is screaming racism. It was, I mean, they've pushed the whole thing, that it's racist because if it was a white man attacking a black guy, is what they said, even though he was restraining him for law enforcement. If it was reversed and it was a black man that held down a white guy, you would never even hear about it. You would never even hear about it. But because of the situation it is, and he's pushed race up there, and the whole 9 yards. That's all it's about. It's racism. But it's not the traditional racism. It's turned around the other way, as a lot of stuff has been done in New York City as of late. Just throwing it out there. And that whole thing is hogwash. They need to drop it and let it go. Now, do you have anything you want to add with that one?
Well, I was telling you off camera, and it is the fact that they want to get some sort of a verdict out here. They realized it wasn't going to go their way, the way they were doing, and so this is a way to try to get that done. And I just hope the jury holds the line. And however you believe, if the jury believes those members believe that he's not guilty, they should hold the line. If it's the same jury, the same jury. But hold the line and don't let them wear you down. Because it's obvious they're trying to do whatever they can to save face on this and come out with some sort of a verdict. Just let this jury, don't be monkeying around with this stuff. Let the jury do its business, and it's in their hands, and that's the way our justice system is set up. But I feel like they're trying to manipulate the situation and come out with something that they can go out in front of the courthouse steps with their little microphones and claim victory against this man. Anyway, we'll see what happens if that verdict comes down today. I don't know if it will or not.
Here's another thought on what you just said. They're just trying to find anything to get a verdict on. I thought, that truth of the matter mattered. Okay. Let's just paint a thing. Our justice system has come down to where, however they can frame it, is how it is. That's not right. I mean, if the guy did it and they can prove he did it, fine. If the guy did it, but he had the best intention in his heart and he was not trying to hurt somebody, fine. Go for truth. Quit trying to frame something and politicize it. That's not our justice system.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's become, unfortunately.
Innocent until proven guilty. They haven't proven guilty by jack. I mean, come on.
That'll be interesting. There's a lot on the Monday news cycles, and that's definitely near the top. Let's
Oh
run
yeah.
through a couple of things that's out there. Damascus has fallen. Assad has found his
Yes.
sanctuary in Russia. Uh, who knows? I'm not crying tears for Assad. He's a butcher. That's his name. A horrible guy, horrible family, a legacy of hurting his own people. He needed
Yeah.
to go. But I find some odd things about this. Now, anytime we partner with terrorists, we always lose. And I said something about that on a MAGA Minute recently about not quit partnering with terrorists. I suspect, Rob, that we're involved in this somehow. The timing of it is highly suspicious to me. That at this point, when we got the whole Ukraine Russia, this administration's going out,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden, this group all of a sudden just got bolstered and took out Russian and Syrian forces and steamrolled the nation all the way to the capital and took over. And the reason I just think that we've probably got some CIA on the ground. There's some help going on. I just believe with all my heart that we're involved in this thing up to our neck. And it always turns and bites us. Every time we infuse ourselves into those situations, it always, these people will turn around. They don't like America. I guarantee you
No.
they're going to turn around. But Biden has been, and Obama was, they were against Assad and they wanted him out. They're trying, they're going to, that's when they're going to step out and brag on. And of course, there'll be some more money sent that way. Wait and see. There'll be helps that'll be sent that way. You can just count on it. But there's a journalist been missing for a long time, and they said they didn't know he was alive. They had hope that he was. His family has said all of a sudden that we know he's alive, we know he's being taken care of, that he's well. But they said we can't reveal our source. Is that CIA? How would you know that? How did all of a sudden did you get in the middle of all this chaos? You got these ISIS elements that are come together, two or three, four different groups that have come together under this one leader and has now taken over Syria, and they're emptying the jails out and everything and free Syria and all that. How in the
Yeah.
world did all of a sudden they just get a message? Did somebody knock on the door, phone call, letter in the mail? That's kind of odd to me. I just feel like there's some elements going on in the nation. On the Israeli side, they took over the buffer zone that was created in 1974 as a sort of a DMZ between Syria and Israel. Israel just went over and took that. Now here's the danger zone, Rob. Here's what we have. As of Friday, I know on Friday Russian jets were bombing some of these elements in cities. The United States is now doing has been doing some as late as yesterday evening, has been doing aircraft bombing attacks. The Israelis are hitting different things within the country. This Syria has the potential to become that battleground we've been worried about, Rob. I'm just concerned that we're going to get in the middle of a mess here. And
Yeah.
we're just going to have to watch this news on it about what's happening with Syria. Goodbye, Assad. We're glad to
Yeah.
see you go, you and your rotten family. I'm just sad you're not going to be brought to justice because Russia's going to defend you. But it is an embarrassment for the Russians, the Iranians, and the Syrian regime of Bashar Assad. It's an embarrassment for all of them because it is a pushback on them. But the timing is really interesting to me, Rob. I just wonder what's going on behind the scenes. So that's in your news cycle this morning as well.
And I'll tell you something else that should be in the news cycle. I don't see it right off the top of my head. I saw it yesterday. Uh, Biden is sending 188 billion. Did I see that right? To Ukraine.
I haven't seen that total, but I know they've been begging for more money. I don't know the latest on any outlay,
Why
but
would we send almost a
he's
hundred and eighty-eight?
he's saying that he don't have enough. He's running out of stuff. He don't. He can't equip his brigades, and it's a slog over there for sure. I don't know, and I haven't seen that headline. We'll have to look into that, but
Uh,
but he did pledge $1 billion, I think it was, to African needs and stuff. Hey, what about the people in Western North Carolina? What are we $750 if he even got that? I heard they kicked some of the authorities kicked them out of the tiny homes the Amish built up there. Some people are being told they feel like they don't want them to build back on the land that they've lived on. They're trying to make it where it's not that you can't build there because it's near a river or something like that. Well, where's the help for all these people, Rob? It's
yeah,
frustrating.
I heard that they were changing their name to Africa.
Well, you know what? That's about the only way. Some terror group across the nation, and we'll write you a check. Yeah, the Iranians they took pallets of cash and gave to them.
Yeah.
And they did that quickly. I mean, but they're slow to show up for Americans, but boy, they're quick to get out there and throw money at these people around the world. Good grief. It's just so frustrating to hear. Another news item I think is important. Newsmax has a headline that Pete Hegseth, the votes are very close. They think he might have the votes to be confirmed. That's big because he's been sort of hanging on tenuously. And, there was talk that DeSantis would be put in that spot, but we'll have to see where that goes. But Representative Biggs says he is close to having the vote, so he's not quite there, but he's close. We know there's some Republican holdouts. Of course, we know that's rhinos, Republican in name only, and they've been trying to hold up some of these nominations. Just take that R off your name. You're sick of it. I know. Just call yourself an independent or something. You're certainly not a Republican. But they're trying to hang him up. But hopefully he'll get that. I like Pete, and hope he gets confirmed. So hopefully he'll get the votes. They need to confirm these folks up and get this thing moving forward. We're running out of time. We got, barely 6 weeks, not even quite that, I think, before the swearing in. We got a lot going on in the world. Let's get these people confirmed up. Let's get the work of the new administration moving forward. There's already been delays that have occurred, and we need to get moving.
I'm sorry, I said that wrong. It wasn't a trillion. It was a billion. Nearly 1 billion aid package. $1 billion.
Well, there's 220 billion that has been sent so far. So,
yeah.
And where did all that money go? Because some of that money was, by the way, a lot of that money that was sent was never intended for the battlefield. You know what it was intended for? It paid the salaries of their government. We paid into their investment funds so that they would have their nice pensions and retirement. It paid to keep the lights on for energy and all that. Yeah, we did send ammunition. We did send weapons. And yes, there was money that was sent to outfit the Ukrainian military, but a lot of that money, and then how much that money went in people's pockets. Nobody knows that. There's no accounting. There's no accounting on what happened to all that money.
Okay. This 988 million, this $1 billion package that they're sending over there, it will provide the country with more drones, rockets for the high mobility artillery rocket systems.
The HIMARS.
Yeah. And
very effective on the battlefield, by the way. That's one of the best things we have.
Oh, yeah. And support for maintenance, which they need, and sustain. Now, it's sustainment. That's their pay. That's their
salaries. That's keeping a check going to them every week in the government. We're paying Zelensky's salary. Just that's what, golly.
And he needs to do a better job.
Get him a suit. If we're going to pay his salary, can't we get the man a suit?
What's he doing wearing cargo pants? I'm
so sick of his little military garb. Come on, man. Get that little T-shirt off, that little military garb T-shirt, your little boots, and I wonder if he went to the mall and got his boots. They probably got platform minimums to make.
They didn't have his size.
Get this man a suit. Make him come to America with a suit. If you're gonna come with your hands out begging money, dress like it. If you're gonna pimp us, at least dress the part. We got some people up there in New York. They can take you into some shops. They'll get you outfitted, brother. But this little military guard.
Yes, sir. And really, he's only about 4 foot tall, and that's how big those lifts are on his shoes. He comes up just about Donald Trump's waist.
Oh, I know. Probably shouldn't say that, but this guy makes me so mad. I can't stand him. The more I see him, the more I can't stand him. And you know what? When I went back to watch some of his, he was an actor. I went back and watched some of the way that guy shakes his hips in some of those videos. I was done with it.
Dude, that's not nice.
I know it. I don't care. I'm sick of him. Hey, it's my money paying his salary.
Did you say enough is enough?
Enough is enough. You ain't Skippy, you jackleg. You know what? I feel so sorry for the Ukrainian people. They're having to be led by this guy. Oh, man. They started out making him out a hero and everything. Go on the ground there and see what he's doing somewhat in the country and some of the shady stuff that's going on. I think people might change their opinion a little bit. He's a dictator. There's already supposed to have elections, Rob. This guy stopped the elections. He's a dictator. He can say what he wants. He did what people were afraid that Biden was going to do. He stopped the elections. He said, we're not going to have them. And he is not supposed to be in power. He is supposed to be already have ran for elections, and he won't let it happen. He's a dictator. And he says it's for the
Wow.
calls. Well, all he's doing is in a slog, and he's getting us pulled in more. So, see, you got my blood pressure up. Good grief, Rob. It's
Uh,
Monday. I don't need this.
here you go. I'm gonna send it up some more. You
Well,
ready?
wait. Let's do a couple
No,
of
I'm not done.
commercials
I
first.
got to put this out there.
Oh man,
Listen,
I got to bring my blood pressure down, man. Come on,
no,
come
no, no,
on,
no.
man.
You'll like this. This is off ABC News, and you'll like this. Foreign leaders have been attempting to pressure Trump to continue sending aid to Ukraine once he takes office.
Good luck with that.
Why are y'all trying to pressure him? Why don't y'all send him some money? Ah, yeah, if this is that important, get off our backs and you send it to him.
Yeah, load him up.
Yeah, yeah, give him all you want. We'll loan you some.
Take that out of your pension funds.
We'll
Send
loan
him
you
some.
some money to send to him. Uh,
Just think, every time Zelensky sits down to dinner and he hands his wife over the check, and I know it's probably not that way, but yeah, he slides the money across the table, says, "Here, honey, deposit this in the bank." Or it's probably a satchel of cash. It's probably not even a check. He's probably got stacked up on the table. He says, "Boy, it's great to have America as a friend. Thanks,
I can
Joe."
see this almost like little Archie Bunker. Eat it. Go deposit this check. Okay, Zelensky. do, 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 do.
He's definitely a meathead.
Let's see better.
Oh man, this guy.
Why are they telling us we need to send more money to Ukraine? They're like, we need to send more money to NATO. Okay, NATO don't give a rat's behind about us and what we think, but we're supposed to support them? Uh-uh. Doop, 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 doop,
All
doop,
right,
doop.
couple of ads. We'll stay here live for. Like, first of all, Dubby, we're affiliated with them. If you go to their website, you get 10% off by using the promo code Southern Fried.
There
I
you
have
go.
some of their the palm blom, which was a pomegranate blossom, which I have with me now. I've been doing the powder. I have had the drinks, but I've been doing the powder, and I like that. A little W will do you. I promise you. Shake it up in water. I've got one of the shakers as well. I've been enjoying those and my family. So we appreciate W. Their sales have been great. I mean, they've been sold out of some stuff online. They've had to ramp up production, I'm sure. And we're going to do a shout out to our other affiliate, Mammoth Nation, but we've got a new card I want to put up for them because we're going to spotlight one of their vendors. Remember, if you go to Mammoth Nation and you sign up to be a monthly subscriber, you get all these discounts when you go to their vendors through
Yeah.
their site and sign in through Mammoth Nation. And I think they're still running that half off for lifetime, which is 125, half off the 250. So you can become a lifetime. But Rob, you said you can be a member for as little as $5 a month, and
Yeah.
you get those. You're going to get that money back in discounts. Well, let's look at one of those vendors, and that is 1776 United. I like their stuff. There's a stocking stuffer there, the stocking itself to stuff with. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. I like it.
Yes.
And then you see some hats, No Tyranny, 1776. And then I like my coffee black and my tea in the harbor. That's just a small selection of some of the, they've got shirts and hoodies and hats and all kinds of apparel. 1776 United. And also when you go there, you're already getting the discount through Mammoth Nation. If you'll sign up with them and put your email in, I actually downloaded their app. They have an app. You can get as much as another, I think it's 10% on the email on your first order. And if you want to sign up to get text alerts, like a lot of companies do, I get it. You can get another 10%. So you're going to get a lot of discounts there.
Yeah.
But Mammoth Nation, this is American businesses, Rob,
Yeah.
supporting
This is how you,
American values.
and this is how you really vote with your wallet.
Yes. I'm going to order me a hat. I love hats. I'm ordering me a hat. So I hope my wife can hear that. I got tons of hats and coffee cups.
I
might have to
I
make
can,
it a coffee cup.
I can hear your wife now. Don't you have a hat?
I got a bunch of hats. Oh man, they're growing. It's like a rabbit's, man. The hats everywhere, but I love it. Maybe I'll switch up and just get a shirt or something. But I definitely support them.
Let's throw this one up.
Go right ahead.
All right, here we go. Chattanooga Food Bank. They're doing their drive right now they got the boxes at Walmart. They got the boxes at Food City. As you're out there shopping, pick up a couple of little extra items and throw them in the box. This goes a long way toward servicing over 20 counties. Is that correct?
Yeah, over
Yeah.
20. I know it's 20. It might be 26. It's a wide area that they help.
And that really helps them out. This is their big push for the year. Y'all, when you go up there, I talked about this the other night. It's just Christmas time. It doesn't matter. Everybody's looking at these big things and big this, big that, big presents. It's the little things in life that count. Pick up a couple cans of food, throw it in the box there. See somebody needs a hand, give them a hand. You'd say a Merry Christmas or have a good day. Just a little act of kindness goes a long way this time of year, and especially right now with this food drive, just a little bit goes a long way. Y'all, come on,
Yeah,
let's really help them out.
one of our friends and faithful listeners is blessed by this every week. He struggles
Yeah,
to make it every day. He on a limited income, and he goes once or twice a week and gets food to get through. So we know, and we're probably going to do a spotlight on him soon, and let's see if we can't give him a little help because he's a great friend, been a great supporter of the podcast, and I think he's gotten set up, Rob, with a PayPal or something, and we'll try to do a little help for him and get him some help because I know he really struggles like a lot of people do, but it's
yeah,
Christmas season. Let's I'm up for helping anybody, but especially those I know, those that have a
yeah,
need, and but help somebody. And if you're in the region, go volunteer. 80% of their help is all volunteers, so it's a great way. Take your family. They have family night. You can take
yeah.
all the kids. You can pack boxes and make it. Go on their website. There's slots to be filled. They have different locations, and two in Chattanooga and one in Dalton. So go help if you can. And wherever you're listening from, you know what? Wherever your food bank is, I promise you they can use your help or your donation. So we're not
Absolutely.
just trying to be Chattanooga only, but I'm close to here, very close to Chattanooga. And Miss Melissa came on the program. We want to give her some help there, and I appreciate her passion for what she's doing. But wherever you're
Absolutely.
at, help where you are. But you can go online if you want to help Chattanooga. Just like anywhere, you can go online and donate there too, and they would appreciate that. So thanks so much for listening to those this morning.
All right. Are you ready? This is today. I have a theme for the day. I
All
want
right.
Dave good and woke up before he goes to work. So we're going to put
Oh
his
my
blood pressure through
gosh.
the roof some more.
Wow. I did take my medication, so I'm ready.
Okay. Why are we letting drones the size of SUVs fly over New Jersey and the golf course and
I
our
saw that.
major water source up there? What is up with that? Why ain't we done shot these things down? I mean, as citizens, we can't because they're considered to be aircraft. But
Well,
why hasn't the military or the FBI or the Secret Service or somebody found out what the heck these things are?
yeah, I'd like to know what's going on with this, but I will say this on that last note you made. If it's looking in my window, that it's gonna be on the ground.
Yes,
If
at
it
that
if
point
it's
in
up
time,
if
it
it's up
becomes
in
unsafe.
FAA airspace, I don't may not care for them, but whatever. But
Yeah,
if somebody's flying one around my house and trying to look at my windows, my granddaughter, you're done.
yeah. Then you become a peeping tom,
Yeah,
and yeah, we have specific
I had
ways of dealing with that.
I had
But
somebody get mad at me about that and said, "Oh, it's my drone. I can fly it wherever I want to." And I said, "I promise you, if it comes near my house and looking in windows, you'll be looking for you. You'll be picking it up in pieces." I'll just say
mm-hmm,
that, and I'll stand on that.
mm-hmm.
We don't advocate violence, but if you're right at that point, you have crossed a boundary,
Yeah,
and
you are now a peeping tom
I'm
aircraft, and you're going to be going down in flame.
You know,
But you know,
my mom. I'm sure a lot of people have suffered with that, but my mom. I remember when I was just a little boy. I think I was just maybe 2 or 3 years old. My mom suffered that violation. There was a guy that was peeping in the window of our home. I was just a little kid, and it scared her to death. And of course, she called my dad. Back in those days, we didn't have cell phones, obviously. But they got, I
well,
think,
y'all had the telegraph.
well, no, what we were a little step up from the telegraph. A little bit of better than the Morse code, but
Okay.
she got my dad involved, and they got the guy in trouble. But can you imagine that? That's horrible. But there are people that do such things, and that's why people seclude themselves. Because of freaks and perverts. I'm sorry, but that's watch out for the freaks and perverts today. They're out there.
Yeah, but I wasn't done discussing this whole thing here. All right.
Well, I just want to throw my part in there, Rob. You
I
you
got you.
brought
I
it up.
got you. I didn't want to move on before I finished here. I had a thunk here. All right. The first thing is this could be a national security thing. They can hack from these drones and everything else. This could be a national security issue and they don't know anything about it. Bring them down. We have the capability.
Oh,
Bring them down.
I'm sure they know more about it than they're telling us.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
it's
after the
probably your own
Chinese weather
government.
balloons
It's
and
probably your
everything
own.
else, now this, how secure is our airspace?
It's
I'm just
probably your
throwing
own
it out.
government doing it, Rob. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt
It
it.
may be, but then they need to come out. I mean, come on. They're scaring the snot out of everybody in New Jersey. They don't know what the heck is going on. We don't treat our citizens like that, or we shouldn't.
Maybe it's a drone parade in celebration of Hunter Biden's pardon. Maybe that's what it was. And they just went over Jersey, figured nobody in Jersey would pay attention. So I
Maybe
don't.
these. I got it. I got it. I got it. These drones are identifying as birds. They're just flying around. You can't get mad at them for just flying around. They're flying around at night, so they got to be owls. You know, who?
I want to give a quick another sports shout out to Juan Soto. You know what? You win the day, my man. Not only do
Who?
you leave the Yankees and go to their biggest rival, the Mets, but for a record 15-year, $765 million deal.
Yeah,
Wow. Talk about a payday, brother. Enjoy life because you sure have conquered.
yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
but do you expect to be booed very loudly in the Subway Series?
oh yeah, oh yeah. And he's getting booed so much. Oh my gosh, that is. Okay, and I want to ask you a question this morning. And do you think that Christopher Wray for the FBI is going to step down, or is he going to make Trump fire him?
Oh, he'll step down at the time. I don't think he I'm sure he's been given the message already to clear out. Of course, maybe there's more benefit to be fired. I mean, I don't know if you quit, maybe you cancel out some I don't know some benefits, some help or something. Maybe he needs unemployment. I don't know. But either way, he's going to be gone. So, that's one of those you wait to the ninth hour, as they say, and you write your resignation letter, and you submit it right about the time that the president's being sworn in. You walk out with your resignation, letter sent out to all parties or whatever. Who knows? He may just want the media moment, and if he gets
Yeah,
fired, he can go write a book. He can step out and say, this man's evil, and he's going to cause injustice and tear apart our agencies. You just never know how somebody's thinking. So it
yeah.
could go. It could go either way. It could go either way.
Do you, if he makes Trump fire him, all right? Do you think Trump will go? You're fired. I mean, you got to look. I mean, the FBI invaded his home in Mar-a-Lago and everything else that this guy has done. I mean, he is, whoa, anything he could to get. He did not want Trump back in office. He wanted to do his 10-year thing, and this is going to mess him all up. So, yeah, now you got Patel coming in.
Washington is an odd place. There's all kind of organizations that can bring him on as a spokesperson or
Oh
to be on
yeah,
their board or whatever. I would say just pay attention. It's going to be interesting. By the way, on the first day of confirmation hearing from Pete Hegseth, you may have seen this article. Newsmax is covering it. More than 100 Navy SEAL veterans and warfighters are going to march for him in support of his confirmation. So, talk
Yep.
about media moments. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. Then you
Senator,
have,
it says that Senator Joni Ernst of Republican Iowa has come under fire among Trump
yeah.
backers and Hegseth supporters for not coming out unequivocally to say she supports Hegseth for defense secretary. But she is now at least saying she is willing to listen. You think? Iowa, you're not going to get some help here. You know, you play hardball with the president. That's the way it goes. It's like, what did you want for Iowa? That bridge money? I mean, what were you looking for? I mean, that's the way it goes
Yeah.
in the old
Come
Potomac
on.
two-step. It happens under every administration, but the word would secretly go out, play hardball here and I'll play hardball later. I mean, that's the way it goes, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the fastball that buzzes up under, your star player, and
Uh-huh.
the pitcher on the opposing team says, okay, I got that.
Yeah.
That first batter up.
Funk. You're out of here. Oh, well. It won't pitch
It's going
tonight
to be a
anyway.
great week. I just got a feeling this is going to be some kind of news week. A lot's going to happen as we're headed towards the holidays. They're going to try to slide some stuff in because Christmas is on the way and people are distracted by shopping and traveling and eventually cooking and all the different things that's going to be happening. Really watch the administration that's in right now, because Rob, I believe they're going to. It's that's the way they operate. And watch for those Friday afternoons at 5, because I suspect there's going to be a lot of pardons coming here soon.
Oh, man.
Hunter is just the beginning.
Yeah. But you know what?
If you want to read a great commentary, go read Senator Tuberville's from Alabama. Go read his
Yeah.
commentary that he had about this, about Hunter. Oh my goodness! You talk they it's like a flamethrower of comments. I love it. He did not hold back. You know, sometimes politicians they wordsmith things and they get their point across. You can kind of read between the lines. He wrote
Tuberville.
Senator Tommy Tuberville. Tuberville is he don't care. He'll tell you exactly how he feels, and he throws it out there uh, as plain as you can put it about Hunter, Joe, Jim, and the whole Biden family. There's no holding back.
Okay. All right. I'm going to send your blood pressure right on through the roof. I'm topping it off right here. You ready?
All right.
You ready? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. It's on one of my favorite things here. This was NBC that did this. And I'm getting it from Fox. But you'll like this, okay? They asked Trump a question on the Meet the Press show, okay? Which is supposed to be one of the top end Sunday shows, but it has slipped to being a one-sided thing.
All right.
Trump had said on day one, he's planning to end birthright citizenship. It says under the 14th Amendment, someone born in the United States is granted citizenship regardless of whether their parents are citizen. Trump confirmed that he intends to end the policy on day one, calling it ridiculous. Okay. Then Kirsten Welker pushed back and argued that the 14th Amendment states all persons in the United States are citizens. Can you get around the 14th Amendment with executive action? But she omitted something very important there. Okay. The actual thing reads, all persons born in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof shall be citizens of the United States. Now, Congress has the power to define what it means to be born in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof. Okay? There's no current law. Well, there's no such restriction right now, but Congress could definitely pass a law defining what it means to be born in the United States and to be subject of the jurisdiction thereof. They have the right to do that. And I find that to be very interesting, that they would just omit that part completely, and trying to make him out to be the ultimate bad guy once again, taking, this view. Now, yeah, that's the way it's been for 200 something years. I don't mean it has to stay that way. They're complaining about these children being unaccompanied. We'll let them go with their parents, you know?
Hey, here's a quote for you along this line. Of course, former Congressman Matt Getz, we understand how that he didn't have the numbers and he pulled back
Hmm.
from his nomination, but he's very active and he's not going to be quiet. On
No.
his X account, he's commenting on a post by The Hill, which is a news organization about all things in Capitol Hill. Stephen Miller says mass deportations will be Trump's first priority. This is Matt Getz's quote 11 hours ago. The mass invasion necessitates mass deportation.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. What do you do? I
right.
mean, if you're going to bring them all in, we got to bring them all out. We'll
And
protect
his
them.
one right before that, I'll have to change the wording a little bit. But New York Attorney General James says on had a post on Saturday, December 14th. We're hosting a gun buyback program event in Bohemia at the True North Community Church from 10 to 1 p.m. They've got a big ad about that, and they're talking about the money you're going to get. You need to see this, Rob. They always use assault rifle. You know what they mean? It's not
Yeah,
even an assault rifle. You get $500 for a handgun, 250, a rifle or shotgun, 75, and a non-working replica, antique, homemade, or 3D print gun. You can get $25. And that has a disclaimer on anyone bringing homemade 3D printed guns will be paid a total of $25, regardless of how many they turn in. So again, with all this, Matt says, and they still wonder why New York is going to, and I will change that word to crap.
absolutely. Uh-oh, there's Steve in here. Here we go. I suspect in the coming week, Legis lizards will shed their outer skins and expose themselves as the alien they are. Yep, that's
You're
what'll
absolutely
happen, all right.
correct, sir.
Um,
Good, good morning to you.
oh, we done been on the Daniel Penny thing, everything. We're sending Dave's blood pressure through the roof before he goes to work
Oh
this morning.
man, I'm gonna be fired up all day. I'll be watching closely the news to see if this jury holds the line. Oh man.
Oh, yeah. They need to hold the line.
Oh
They
bless your
should
heart.
never even been brought. It's a non-issue. Why? Alvin Bragg, don't you have something better to do? There's a lot I could say to that.
Yeah,
But
I know.
really and truly, I think you and Fanny down in Atlanta need to start dating or something. Y'all are peas in a pod. I think y'all make a cute couple. I think her butt and your face match up perfectly.
Rob.
What?
Ouch.
That wasn't very
Ouch.
nice, was it? I'm sorry. Flip it. Her face and your butt match up perfectly. However, whichever way we need to say it to where it's politically correct, we'll do it. Uh, uh, uh.
Yeah, League of Lizards. League of Lizards.
Legal lizards. Okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah,
The,
I was with
the
you there.
skin the skinwalkers.
Yeah, yeah. But don't you think Fanny and Bragg would make a cute couple?
By the way, Steve, thanks so much for the shout out on your show. I sent you some comments.
Yes.
I just watched the video. I just wanted to watch the video. And thanks for taking those comments and turn them into a show, which I really enjoyed. And I learned things out of that video. I really did. I did not know that part of the vice was called that animal. I didn't know that. Maybe if I heard it, I forgot it. I'm getting old, but that was a fun video. So you said you throw that together, but that was great. I appreciate it. It was great. I forwarded that out to a lot of people. So hopefully you'll get some followers and stuff out of it. We appreciate you, brother. we
Oh,
appreciate
well,
we
you.
appreciate your wit and your passion for being an American.
Yes, and we're going to send Davis Point blood pressure up another few points here.
Oh,
What do
I'm
you mean
already
getting old?
bursting here.
What do you mean getting old? You done got old a long time ago.
No, it's always getting old.
Yeah.
You can say that to
No,
your
no,
kids.
no, 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 no. No, you've gone past that point. You done got old.
Rob, I have never asked for a senior discount. Never.
I haven't either. Of course, I'm not old enough for that.
Yeah, you are too. You're close. You're
No.
close.
Oh no.
Well, thank you for that. Well, it was really a sincere question, and you made that come to life and showed that,
Yeah.
and I thought that was very well done to show how you could take those common things and how you made something and how to do that. And I like the fact that, because you don't need to pour a lot of money into something till you see if you're going to be, like you said, they might get tired of sitting in there hammering on stuff and think this ain't for me. So dumb to go out and spend, $3,000 or $4,000 or more. Easily you can do that till you know that you're going to like something. So that was great. That was awesome. Great
So,
beginner kind of thing.
there is that part of it too. Yeah.
Dang
Yeah.
it, Steve. Now, hold on now. You're going to get me in trouble here. I was trying to hedge a little bit on this thing, and you kind of busted me because I didn't say that I have not been blessed by senior discounts. I just said I never asked for them. If I'm with my wife has asked for the senior discount, of which I kind of trail in behind her. She's older than me, but I will admit that I have automatically this is hard to admit that these young girls, they'll say, well, thank you, sir. And by the way, I was sure to put in your senior discount. I'm like, oh, it's like a dagger to the heart. Oh, I got you the senior coffee on that, sir. Thank you, young
Yes.
lady. I appreciate you. God bless you.
Yes.
Oh,
You're saving money, Dave. You're saving money. Enjoy being old. Enjoy that. Enjoy
but they
that.
give you the little cup, Rob. Come on, man.
Well, at your age, you don't need that much stimulation.
It's the same size cup that Zelensky uses, man. It's a little bitty tiny cup for a little bitty man. I want a man-sized cup. I don't want some tiny Zelensky cup. Come on.
Dave, at your age, that much caffeine can be toxic.
What a way to go. Good to the last drop, baby.
Oh, wow. That's bad. That's bad.
Hey, that's the way to get him on that senior discount. Just drop dead right there at the counter. Thank you for the senior discount. Bam. Oh, what happened?
We want you to be around for a while, Dave.
Well,
I mean, come on.
You've
We've got to get you into the podcast out of the nursing home.
You've raised my blood pressure. You've pushed me over the cliff. Last night, my preacher friend, he preaches on all the legion of demons going in the swine and running over into the sea and being killed. I've just had all these images going on from last night to this morning.
Okay. Well,
folks, and we're going to be seeing each other in less than 2 weeks together.
Yes.
And the damage and the carnage that's going to happen, I dare not even think about. Shudder to think about it.
We're already laid in plans. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough.
By the way, Steve, they've got the gun buyback program in New York. Be sure you can take all your replica guns. They said you can bring as many as you want, no questions. $25.
3D printed and everything.
That includes 3D printed. Does that mean if you make a little one about this size, Rob? The Zelensky.
Yeah.
Gun, do you
absolutely.
make it and turn them in? That's what I'd do. I'd go up there and turn
that
them
way,
in. Does that include those little toys? Does that include those little like army soldiers? They had the guns on them. We played. We were kids and we played soldier, and he had all the different guys with bazookas. And
do they still have those, or are those non-politically correct now?
I don't know, but I used to love that. My mom could get a bag of them for $1, man, and rocks became our weapons, and that's how we decided who won. We just tossed rocks like grenades at each side's dug in entrenched military. Well, that's true. That's my wife. She already does that.
Bingo.
I don't ever go, but she has went bingo.
Y'all both just had a bingo.
That's a 3D.
I mean,
pulls up with a van load of stuff. Hey, I got you over here. I'm gonna need some help. I got boxes, $25 a piece, right?
Yeah. Well, can't you go get those little like dollar store little guns, like Western guns or whatever they play cowboys and Indians with?
Do they still have them? There's some
you
homework.
Go buy up every one of those you could find, huh?
Here's some homework. Go to your local dollar store. Does the little kids, are they offered the play. You know, we all had them, and even the Western kind. You
Yeah,
had the holsters and everything. Can you still get that? Is that an option at your local store for Christmas? I'm
I'll
curious.
have to research that.
Yeah,
I remember cap guns, man. They even made sound, pow. You
they
know,
did.
but we had more fun with the caps outside the gun.
Those that you throw,
Yeah,
the ball
take a
pop.
hammer. Pow! Dad, look how hard I can hammer. Pow!
That's when we first learned to appreciate the smell of gunpowder.
Yes, thank you very much. Mm. All right. Well, with 7 a.m., time for Dave to go to work, drop kids off at school, and time for me to get going on my projects today.
Yeah, and we'll see you tonight on Mama Said 7 p.m. All kind of. I don't know what the topic's going to be yet, but we'll have one. And all the zaniness. We appreciate your support of the Southern Fried Podcast, and
Yes.
also slide over to see our friend at Half Pine Forge. I know he's on Rumble because I go there and watch him. Rumble, give him a follow on Rumble and watch some of those great videos. And he's got a store, so order something from him. We have a store as well, and we're fixing to add a store, Rob. We're going to add a store. We just got to get busy and get it set up.
Yeah.
We're
We got to
adding
get
a
that
store.
one.
It's going to be different
It's much
options
easier.
and easier for us to format. We'll keep the other one. It's not going anywhere, but we're going to have 2 stores, and we'll be able to update this one quicker. There's a lot of things coming for the Southern Fried Podcast. Don't forget the debut of Cornbread Nation Show, January 2025. So looking forward.
Also, don't forget Elephant Butt, New Mexico, or Butte.
Butte,
So,
man. Come on, man. It's not Bud. Come on, man.
It's Butte.
That sounds like a Biden gaff right there in front of the microphones of the world. I could just see him up there doing that. Elephant
Butt.
He looks over at Jill. Jill comes up there and whispers in his ear, "Come on,
Butte.
Joe. Butte." He said, "You're." He said, and then he says, "You're cute too."
I'm just thinking back to the Beavis and Butthead movie when they're driving across Montana. They're going or driving across the country and all these weird names. And Butte, Montana came up. He's like, I can see Biden doing that.
I could see him in the nursing home watching that show.
Yeah.
I could see Hunter being in that show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But, all right. Y'all have a great, wonderful day.
Yes.
Y'all like, follow, subscribe, throw it forward, kick it around, put it on the plate, eat it up. God bless you.
Monday, go to work and be excited about it being Monday. Drive everybody crazy.
Yeah, we'll see you tonight if you're still alive. Have a great day.
Well, once again, it's time, my friends, for another meet and greet. We're Southern Fried and nationwide, so hang on to your seat. Look around, here's what I found. I guess you'll never know what you'll see on the Southern Fried Podcast Show.